Whenever a prisoner died in the jail, the warden would scorch the soles of their feet with flames. Only once certain of their death would he wrap the body in a shroud and toss it out at noon. But all of this was witnessed by the prisoner next door. Jack and the old man had spent 8 years plotting together. Their escape was set for tonight, yet now, the old man had gone first. Disbelieving, Jack unwrapped the shroud and confirmed the old man's death. But there was no time for grief. To avoid meeting the same fate, a bold idea struck him. First, he dragged the corpse back to his own cell. Then, he cut off his own hair to disguise the old man's body. Finally, he scrambled back to the old man's cell, retrieving a treasure map the man had given him from a hidden crevice in the wall. Once everything was ready, he slipped into the shroud. The rest was up to fate. As the guards returned, he forced his breathing to remain faint. The corpse was heavier than expected, but luckily, the guards didn't suspect a thing. Jack was carried all the way to the rooftop. To prevent any mishaps, they fastened a heavy iron ball to his ankle before hurling him into the sea. The weight dragged him swiftly downward, but thanks to a small knife the old man had crafted, he sliced through the shroud, freed himself from the iron ball, and surged toward the surface. After 15 years of wrongful imprisonment, he was finally free. Yet he knew the danger wasn't over. He had to reach the shore before the prison realized his escape. Meanwhile, a guard arrived with food. When no one answered, he entered the cell, only to recoil in horror at the swapped corpse. The warden rushed over. Seeing the fallen hair, he understood at once. He ordered the beds moved, revealing a tunnel between the two cells.
Serve the cannon! Muster the guards!
But by the time the guards grasped the truth, Jack had already reached the shore. Freedom dawned before him like the first light of morning. And so, his vengeance began. First, he needed to shed his prison garb. Passing a farmhouse, he slipped inside while the owner was distracted, stealing a set of peasant clothes. But when he caught sight of his own reflection, he froze. 15 years without a mirror had erased the face of his youth. After trimming his beard, he headed into town. Following memory to his father's old address, he was told the man had died years ago. He traced his way to the cemetery, intending only a quick visit, until a nearby tombstone stopped him cold. His own name was carved into it. The warden had long ago declared he'd committed suicide in prison. Yet for Jack, this was a blessing. Being dead would make it easier to hide, and to exact his revenge. His next stop was his former fiancée's home, but he learned she had married, and her husband was none other than the man who had framed him.